Selecting particular rows. As shown in the preceding section, it is easy to retrieve an entire table, just omit the word close from the select statement, but typically you don't want to see the entire table, particularly when it becomes large. Instead, you're usually more interested in answering a particular question, in which case you specify some constraint on the information you want. Let's look at some selection queries in terms of questions about your pets that they answer. You can select only particular rows from your table. For example, if you want to verify the change that you made to the Bowser's birthday, select the Bowser records like this. And to do that, we're gonna open our terminal. You can open your MySQL terminal or just the Windows PowerShell. So I'm gonna enter my credentials. So it's gonna be MySQL -u, it's gonna be root -p, it's gonna prompt me for my password. And okay, so it let me in, and now I'm gonna use it was menagerie like this, and now we can put just show tables like that, show tables, and then we end up with a semicolon, and we are gonna use the okay, so we are just gonna type it in, and let me move it a little here. So we're gonna type in select, we're gonna use the select statement, we're gonna use the asterisk so it grabs from all the columns, and then we're going to use the name of our table, that is pet, and then we're going to use the where statement, so it's going to be where, and then we're going to type in name is assigned to, I think we didn't change this name Bowser, I think it was Slim, but let's try it out with Bowser to see what happens. So like this, Bowser, and again if you press enter, nothing happens because you have to enter your semicolon. So okay, Bowser, Diane dog, the sex is male, and the birthday has been updated from, yeah, I think it was from 1979 and has been updated to 1989. So if I duplicate this one and I go and let me make it smaller, and I think it was here, select all data, yeah, it was let me see, Bowser, yeah, the date of birth, it was 1979 and we updated it to 1989, so that's fine. And yeah, it has been updated. So we also have the date of death when the dog passed away, so that's fine. The output confirms that the year is correctly recorded as 1989, not 1979. Okay, so that's fine. String comparisons normally are case sensitive, so you can specify the name as Bowser in lowercase letters or Bowser in uppercase letters and so forth. This query result is the same. You can specify conditions on any column, not just the name. For example, if you want to know which animals were born during or after 1998, test the birth column. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna type it in, so it's gonna be select asterisk, it's gonna be from, and lowercase is gonna be pet, and we're gonna use the statement where, and we're gonna use in birth, and then greater than, equal, and in string we're gonna put in the date, and remember it has to be first the year, so it's gonna be 1998 -1 so, and then we're gonna end it with a semicolon. So let's see what happens. And we have Chirpy, and we have, okay, the name of the animals are Chirpy and Slim, and yeah, those are greater than 1998. So yeah, I think it was Slim, the one that we updated it from I don't know what year to 1999. So let me see, it was Slim, yeah, we updated it from 1996 to 1999. So yeah, those are the ones that we have here. That's fine. And let's see, what else do we have here? You can combine conditions, for example, to locate female dogs, let's say. So we're gonna just use the same statement. It's gonna be, you can just press the arrow in my computer. I have this PG app, so I press it and I have select from, so you can just pretty much omit what you don't need. For example, this birth, but we have the select asterisk from pet where, and now we're gonna type in species, and then we're gonna assign the equal sign, and then it's gonna be dog when equal sign dog, and now we're gonna use in uppercase letters the n operator, and then in lowercase letter 6 that is assigned to, and then it's gonna be f for female, and then we end up with this statement with a semicolon. And we have Buffy. The sex is female. We have, okay, this is a dog, and let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's correct. So we have the same information, 1989, all this stuff. So this is how we select from the column pet where the species is equal to dog, and so we are using the n operator, and the sex is female. So you can play around, you can put maybe the sex is m, so it'll be male. The preceding query uses the n logical operator. There is also an or operator, so we're gonna use now the or operator. And again, instead of typing n, you just press your PG app, so this key in your keyboard. And let me see, okay, so now let's change it. So it's gonna be a snake, so this is snake, so this string is gonna be, the species is gonna be assigned to a snake instead of n. We're gonna use the or logical operator, and species, so we're gonna put here, it's gonna be a species. The species is assigned to birds, so like this. We end up with a semicolon, we press enter, and we have chirpy, whistler, and slim. So we have this because the species are bear, bird, and a snake. So because we are selecting from all the columns and the pet table where the species is a snake, so we are selecting a slim, or so we're using the or logical operator, the species is equal to bird, so we have two birds, chirpy and whistler. So this is how we use it. What else do we have here? So n and or maybe intermix, although n has a higher precedence than the or logical operator. If you use both operators, it is a good idea to use parentheses to indicate explicitly how conditions should be grouped. So here we have this example, and let me see. So we have select from pet where, and then we have this species. So let's try it out. I'm gonna present this PG app key in my laptop, so I'm just gonna delete it until the where statement. Then I'm gonna open parentheses. I'm just gonna open and close parentheses, and inside I'm gonna put in a species where the species is gonna be assigned to, inside single quotes, cat. And now I'm gonna use the n operator, and okay, and now 6 in lowercase. 6 is gonna be in lowercase, and we are gonna assign it to, let me see, it's gonna be masculine, lowercase m. So okay, outside of this parentheses, we're gonna use we can just press enter, and now we're gonna use the r operator, open close parentheses, and now we're gonna use species, species, and we are gonna assign this species to, it's gonna be a dog. It's gonna be a dog like this, and we're gonna use the logical operator and now the sex is gonna be assigned to female, so it's gonna be f, and then we end up this statement with a semicolon. So let's press enter, and let's see what happens. So we have close and we have Buffy, and here we have close and Buffy, since we are using both the n logical operator as well as the or logical operator. So we are selecting asterisk, so we are selecting from all the columns from the table pet where the species is cat, so this species is cat, and the sex is male. So close is the species is cat, the sex is male. Okay, so this we open and close this parentheses, and now we're going to use the or logical operator in the same statement. We open close parentheses, inside of the parentheses we're going to have that the species is assigned to dog, and so we're using the n logical operator, and the sex has to be female. So we have Buffy, that the species is dog, and the sex has to be female. So that's how we do it here. So now we are gonna move to next is gonna be the selecting particular column. So it's pretty much similar. If you do not want to see entire rows from your table, just name the columns in which you are interested, separated by commas. For example, if you want to know when your animals were born, select name and birth column. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna go here and just pretty much select, and it's gonna be okay. Select. You type it in uppercase letter. Name is gonna be in lowercase. You put a comma. You separate it by a comma. Now it's gonna be the birth. The from statement has to be in uppercase letter, and pet is gonna be in lowercase letter. So we have select, name, and then birth from pet. So as you can see, we have two columns, the column name and the column birth. And the name, we have Bluffy, Close, Buffy, Ben, all the stuff. And we don't have puffball in ours because, as you remember in the previous video, we have to insert it manually, but when we drop it, this table, we didn't add it again, so you can add it if you want. What else do we have here? So we have the birth. Let me see, Bluffy 19. Okay, so we have select name, and then we have birth from pet, so that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna move into to find out who owns pets. So use this query. We're gonna use the select owner from pet, and again you can just press your page up and just select it's gonna be owner, select owner, and it's gonna be from, and it's gonna be pet. So select owner from pet, and as you can see, we are gonna have this owner, and we're gonna have Harold, we're gonna have Harold, Benny, Diane, Jim, Benny. Okay, we have that. Notice that the query simply retrieves the owner column from each record, and some of them appear more than once. To minimize the output, retrieve each unique output record just once by adding the keyword distinct. So let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna press in my page up. That is gonna be pretty much, it's gonna throw up the last statement, but we are gonna add a particular word that is gonna be this distinct, like this, and then I'm just gonna press enter. So now we are gonna have Harold, and I don't know, Jem, Benny, and Diane. 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. You can use a where clause to combine row selection with column selection. For example, to get birth dates for dogs and cats only, use this query. So let's try it out, and let me see. So we're gonna use uppercase letter is gonna be select, and it's gonna be name, comma, and it's gonna be species, comma, birth, like this. Uppercase letter from, because this is a clause, and it's gonna be from the table pet. We're gonna press enter, so it's gonna prompt us to the next section, because we didn't finish the section, because we didn't finish this statement, because to finish we would need a semicolon. So we're gonna continue where is species, where species is assigned to dog, like this. We're gonna use the logical operator in uppercase letters, and then species is assigned to single quotes cat, and then we end up this statement with a semicolon. So let me see, we have select, let me make it bigger. So we have select name, species, birth from pet. So we are selecting the name, we are selecting the species, and we are selecting the birth, and we are selecting it from the table pet, where a species, it has to be a dog, or the species has to be a cat. So in this species column, we're only gonna see cat or dog. So let's try them. And as you can see, we have 3 columns: the name column, the species column, and the birth column. So in the species, we're only gonna see dog or a cat, because we're using the logical operator or operator. So if we have used the AND operator, it's pretty much you have to see both dog or cat. So in this case, we can see dog or cat. And again, just to recap, we are using the select statement. So let me move it here. So here, select name, select species, and select birth. So select name, comma species, comma birth from the table pet, where a species is dog or a species is cat, and it's gonna throw us this table.